after a bit of probing, after a bit of sleuthing, there's been a development at the BBC. Oh dear, oh my giddy aunt, what has been going on? I better shut the door, or the dear missus will tell me off again. And she's waiting at the gate, she is, for me already. Oh God, what's he doing? Well, there she is. Well, we're going on for a dog walk, and also I want to talk about, well, the BBC presenter that has been a little bit naughty. Yeah, he's been buying pictures from youngsters, getting them to send him photos of themselves naked. About 35 grand with the first case, but there's a second case. Yes, another youngster has come forward. I know that the first youngster said, oh, there's a whole load of Horlicks. Yeah, it's not true, they said. Via the lawyer, they said. Yeah, but it looks like it is the case that this BBC presenter, who has been suspended from a rope, I hope, but from has been suspended. Yeah, it looks like he's a serial offender. I kid you not. It's just come in on the BBC's website itself, so it must be true. Well, what do you say, my darling?
We'll go to the gate.
Oh, yeah, the gate. Oh, quick, let them out. Release the hounds. Well, that's 4 hounds released. Well,
I'm not the hound. Am I a hound?
oh dear. Oh, well, we want to talk about this a little bit because I don't know. I need the lights on that side. Okay. I don't. Well, it's a bit of a difficult one, really.
So do you know how old this second person is?
Also 20 years old.
So has it also been happening a while back, or?
It seems though that this presenter preys on vulnerable young. We don't know how long it's been going on for, because the original, you know, victim number one, victim number one
was 3 years.
Was, sorry?
From 17 to 20.
17 years old. And he's accrued about 35 grand from this presenter. Payments directly into his bank, for which his parents, well, they checked his bank account and said, hang on, what is this? And then he caught them, their son, at the computer. All like frisky like, apparently. Yeah. Oh, crikey. I won't be surprised, this presenter's an old geezer as well, with all hair growing out of his ears and stuff, and out of his nose. What do you reckon, darling? Oh, it's just gruesome.
It's not right, is it?
It's not right, is it? There's something seriously wrong with this geezer. That there is. There's something seriously wrong with this kid. Well, there was, because he was into cocaine and stuff, wasn't he? Something like that.
What about the
Drugs.
second one, though? Is there any information on the second
one?
Well,
there's another one. That there is. Oh, my giddy aunt. How on earth did I manage that? Do I hold that for me, Dan? Somehow I managed to click the wrong. Ah, cool.
Oh, no.
This flippant phone.
Whatever
it drives me insane, it does.
I bought a new hat, look.
I've got a new hat. She's got a hat. She's always got
a matching
like the duo Trilbies.
Like Laurel and Hardy.
As long as we're not tribbles.
Like Laurel and Hardy.
Oh, that's another fine mess he got me into. Yeah. Right, anyway. So this BBC presenter, we jest about this stuff. This is actually really serious, isn't it? Let's be honest. This is not good, is it?
I still can't understand why the name hasn't been released. Now there's a second person.
Well, because there's an investigation, that's kind of understandable. But don't forget though, Caroline, the privileges. They've got this parliamentary privilege. So,
why?
Apparently some of the, because, you know, that way they can say whatever they like. You see, they can lie in Parliament without being reprimanded. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Joe Blogg's name would be...
Well, he is, isn't it? Because we just had the Privileges Committee report, you know. Well, anyway, that's a different story. Now, some Tory MPs apparently know who this presenter is, and they're using they could use parliamentary privilege to name that person, and not get drawn through the courts and stuff. But they're not going to do that, obviously.
Why? They must like him somehow. He must have some kind of hold. Maybe he's a Tory donor.
Well, at the moment...
Maybe he's a Tory donor.
It might change after I've read this article.
Might be a Tory donor.
No, it could be. Maybe it's a Tory donor. Well, I suppose it is a donor of some description, but we don't want to get into that detail. But the thing is, though, Caroline, these Tories... or they might be Labour as well, I don't know, who know who this presenter is, are basing their knowledge or what they know about the case on what they've been told and what they've read in the Sun, which isn't always that convincing, is it, darling?
Well, the sun. No, I don't think I believe anything out of the sun.
No, that's a valid point.
True.
You know, but a stop clock is right twice a day. But
And then you have the page-free girl. Do you still get that?
oh crikey, well, wasn't it Sam Cox when she paid to get a knockers out or something? You know, or something like that. Anyway, we could digress from the point. The point is that once they read this article, that there is another case that confirms that this particular presenter is guilty, most likely to be guilty, or as it appears they are guilty. According to this, two cases.
Two cases.
Well,
It's
you
not
can't really say guilty, can you? Because
you can't. Because I was thinking
it's
England
alleged.
just said
Alleged.
you're
That's it,
not
it's alleged.
you're not guilty till
But-
proven guilty, are you? You're innocent until proven guilty.
Well, the odds are against this presenter now, aren't they?
That
To be
look
fair,
like it.
would that convince
Well, hopefully the other person will say something.
Well,
You
look,
said that they
I
were-
haven't got my point. My point here. My point is, will this extra case convince these MPs to use their parliamentary privilege to name this person? That's my
probably
point.
not.
Yeah, probably not.
Because they're
Should we get
conservative.
into the story of it though?
Because they're conservative.
Yeah, probably.
They just hide
The
everything.
light's a bit grey today, isn't it?
I think we're in for a storm. I didn't know.
I think we are, aren't we? So yeah, a young person has told the BBC News that they felt threatened as well. Apparently this presenter actually threatened them. Yeah. Felt threatened by the BBC presenter at the centre of the row over payment for sexually explicit photos. It's not looking good, is it? No. The individual in their early 20s was first contacted anonymously by the male presenter on a dating app. It was like Grindr or something, is it? And they say they were put under pressure to meet up, but they never did. And when the young person hinted online that they might actually name the presenter, because the presenter, well, exposed himself.
Really? Exposed himself.
His name, Caroline. Oh, you've got such a dirty mind, she has. Oh, can't take you anywhere.
He might have done. That might be part of it.
Oh God, this is such a horrible thought. The thing is, Carol, also, is that how would it make you feel if it was one of our children?
Well, you'd be very angry, wouldn't
Not
you?
now, because they're all grown up, but
Well, they're all grown up.
but when they were, easily manipulated, I suppose.
Well, we have actually got grandchildren.
Groomed, that's the word.
We have
that's
actually
groomed.
got grandchildren approaching that sort of age. We've got
Yeah.
a 16-year-old granddaughter. I mean, it's quite worrying what's out there, isn't there, for her?
Well, there's some freaks out there, aren't there? Some like weirdos.
Yeah. And
So-
we've got a grandson to be 12 in September, so they're sort of coming to the age when you would worry.
I'll tell you what, though. They might disappear.
Who might?
The offenders.
Oh,
I won't worry about going. No, they just disappear them. How can you do that, Drayton? The naughty people.
disappear them, castrate them.
No, that's how you make them disappear, isn't it? You just make them walk funny. You know, turn them into eunuchs or something. I don't know. But anyway, so speaking to the BBC
Oh,
News, the young person. Sorry.
Deport them to Rwanda.
Put them on the flight to Rwanda, and then that's a plan. Oh, I look forward to the day when I can see the flight go to Rwanda. A photograph, a picture on the front cover of the Telegraph. What do you reckon, Dad? Is that a great idea?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we
that
should. I
that
think
kind of
that's what we should
disappearing.
do with this presenter. Deport them to Rwanda.
Well, he's not found guilty yet, is he? So it's alleged.
No,
And we don't know the name of him yet anyway, so...
We know it's a he, though.
Did you know what GB News did, though?
What they do.
Well, they're going on about this BBC case,
Yeah.
and they put it's like a silhouette on their card for their show.
All right.
You know, like, who is this person kind of thing. It's a silhouette. And it looks like it could potentially be the silhouette of the person that has been allegedly accused. Allegedly. Obviously, I can't say it on here.
Fat person. Fatty, sort of built person.
Well, I can't really tell it's a silhouette.
Oh, okay.
You know. Could be just photoshopped that way, I don't know. But anyway, where were we? Anyway, where was I? Okay. So speaking to the BBC News, the young person had no connection to the person at the centre of the Sun story, the original
So the
victim.
the two victims are not related at all in
No.
any way, and they don't know each other.
It's two totally
That's-
unrelated cases, apart from the presenter itself is the same person.
Yes.
Yeah.
The accused is the same, but the victims are different.
Exactly. And they said that the threats made in the messages, which have been seen and verified by the BBC News, they confirmed they are actually sent from the presenter's phone.
So he is guilty.
Yes, but we don't know who it is yet.
No, but when we do know he is guilty,
It looks
how
that
can
way.
he get away from?
But
He
there's
can't
a-
get away with that.
You're
if
still
that's-
supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. There have to be a. This is. It's just turning from being. Is this? Is it a criminal case now or not? No, it's not, is it? Is it criminal?
Do you call it criminal?
It depends if the individuals. Well, this particular lad is criminal, isn't it? Because it was abusive.
Well, he's been threatening, so
Yeah.
it's a GBH.
Not that'd be grievous bodily harm,
I
darling.
know. What's the one? What's,
I don't know about that.
what's is it ABH? No, that's actually.
Oh, I don't know. Doesn't matter
What's
anyway.
the one with like a verbal,
Verbal.
like GBH?
Maybe
but
somebody knows because we ain't got a clue.
But GBH, but it's
Not
but it's
GBH.
non-contact. That's just by verbal, threatening.
There's obviously gonna be something, isn't there?
Yeah.
Egregious or something. Egregious something harm. I don't know. Anyway, that's up here and there. We're not bright enough for that one, darling.
No.
You know. I'm sorry, it's not Brexit. So it's not my forte.
No, we don't usually do about this sort of thing, do we?
Well, we did the other day, didn't we? I got some criticism, but the video did quite well. But it's anyway. Where were we? You keep sidetracking. It's your fault.
That's not. It was always
Yeah,
my
all
fault.
fault.
Well, this is about the second person. It's
No,
not,
second
not
person.
related to the first person at all. They don't even know the first person.
Nope.
So it's a
separate.
complete separate
Victims.
accusation.
There's two victims. The first one's saying he's not a victim because he likes the money. The second one's saying he is a victim because he felt threatened.
But the first one is a victim because his parent says he's a victim.
Yeah.
And they probably do know. And obviously
Well, okay,
he's got a cocaine habit
under
that he
18 at
wants
the time.
that he wants to fund, and he's frightened.
Well, then he's a vulnerable person.
He's frightened that if this person stops giving him money, he won't be able to
That is that too.
afford his drugs.
He was taken advantage of.
Yeah, so he's still been taken advantage
So-
of, really, because
Yeah, but we're
he
kind
can't say no because he needs the money.
Well, the lines are getting fuzzy. That's the problem,
Yeah.
though. It's how do you prove this? You know, it's like around Boris Johnson. Everything's really fuzzy, including his hair.
Oh, he's got a new baby.
Oh, Boris Johnson!
Little
Oh, let's all say
Frank.
congratulations,
Little Frank.
congratulations,
Little Frank.
Boris
Little Frank.
and Princess Nutnuts.
Frank.
Little
what?
Frank. Oh, crikey! What was
Frank
it
Albert.
again? Acidophilus or something, isn't it?
Frank Albert. Like Augustus, but without the G. Or
Well, that's a weird name. It's like some Latin word.
Sosus or something.
Yeah, syphilis. That's the one.
No,
That's-
it
yeah,
wasn't. It is. That's
Frank
that's
August
Greek.
syphilis.
Apparently Greek. No,
Don't-
it's a Greek thing. Apparently, she said, "Guess who chose her?" So obviously,
Oh, I
Boris
wonder.
chose her.
I wonder. It's just to be different, isn't it? So hey,
Yeah.
so we start talking about
Yeah.
Boris and the abusive names he gives his kids.
Yeah.
Poor little blight. That's like Jake Rees-Mogg. His last one he called Sixtus. Sounds like devilish to me.
Yeah.
You know. I wonder if he's tattooed sixes on his forehead, on his back of his head or something.
Yeah,
you
he's
know.
got 4 children. He has.
Who? Who's got 4 children?
Is it Reese?
No, he's got 6.
6.
6 kids.
Oh.
Do you know what that means?
Hey.
His wife's had sex with him at least 6 times.
Oh wow.
Oh my goody aunt! Oh, I hope you spat out your cornflakes. what a greasy
guys.
mog vision that is.
Turn around, guys.
Oh, we're going this way now, are we? Okay. Well, so, okay, let's get to the story. So when the young person hinted online that they might have done that bit, so speaking to the BBC News, the young person who has had no connection to the person at the centre of the
done
sun,
that.
yeah, done that. And they said that the threats were made in messages which have been seen and verified to the BBC
Done
News.
that.
No, we got up to there. That's what we got up to.
Yeah.
But it frightened them,
Yeah.
and they remained scared. New allegations of menacing and bullying now behaviour by the high-profile presenter. Oh, get back up there. My arm's getting tired. High-profile presenter now I've lost track where I am. Oh yeah, raised fresh questions about the conduct, and BBC News has contacted the presenter directly and via his lawyer, and he hasn't responded.
Oh no.
And this, well, we don't actually know when this was. This might have been yesterday or the day before. We don't know. You know, the thing is, Caroline, how come the BBC's so-called investigations came to nothing? Why haven't they actually done anything? Yes, they suspended him.
It's been.
That's kind of like let sleep dogs lie. No one knows about it. Yeah, we want, you know, and then it
But
comes
this
out by the
happened
sun.
the middle of May. It's 2 months ago.
Yeah.
The first one.
Well, the first allegations was in May. That's right. Yeah.
2 months ago.
There you go. So after this, no, okay, let's get back to the story. So after can I get on that side down? Just light.
I'm sorry, Wally wants to be that side.
Oh, it's really annoying. I've got an annoying dog.
Unless you want to hold Wally.
I was all hazy. This is really ad hoc, isn't it? Anyway, after the I need to go in front of you. So it's behind me.
Sorry, you have to be here.
If you're there, I can get you better in the vision. If you're walking behind me, that's better.
Yeah,
You look better there. Oh, look at little dungaree she's got on. She's got a hat. Well, after the two had first connected on the dating app, probably Grindr, like I said, but the conversion, of course, the conversation moved to other platforms. Now, at this stage, the presenter revealed his identity.
Ah.
Caroline, you're not in my shot.
Sorry, I can't help it. I'm looking after your dog.
Are you being controlled by the dog? You are, aren't you? Ah. Well.
We might get blown away in a minute.
So yes, the presenter, the accused, has been, he revealed his identity
My hat has
and
been
told the
blown
young
away.
person not to tell anybody, or tell anyone, and later the young person alluded online to having contact with a BBC presenter and implied they would name him at some point. Ooh, saucy.
Name and
Now, the
shame.
presenter reacted by sending a number of threatening messages, and BBC News has been able to verify the messages were sent from a phone number belonging to the presenter.
Ooh.
Well, the young person's online posts have been seen by the BBC News. While the individual has spoken to the BBC News, they have not made a complaint to the BBC Corporate Investigations Unit, which is looking into the allegations. Blimey.
So what? They should go to the police, not go to the blinking BBC.
Really? Not be funny, Cal. This is terrible.
It is. Well, that you know, are our young people safe?
Obviously not. They're vulnerable, Karen, because they
You
can
don't know who
be
he's
easily
talking to.
groomed.
I mean, he come clean to say who he's talking to, but sometimes you don't know who they're talking to.
Yeah, but
I mean, what's their safety on the internet like that? You know, how can you?
It's one of the arguments for the online safety bill, but that's not the reason for it. The reason for the online safety bill is to control you, basically.
Yeah, but how can you control your children? Who they're good to
No,
talking
you missed
to?
my point.
Is there any way you can do that?
No,
No.
no.
There's
Apart from
no.
taking the devices away or limiting their access.
So I mean,
There's nothing you can really do.
I mean, they can
It's
just
too easy access now, Dan.
they can just think, oh, they're talking to someone who's, I don't know, loves Star Wars Lego, but these people can end up being paedophiles.
Well, there was, you're talking about Star Wars, Lego and stuff like that. About 2 years ago, COPA, COPA's like child protections in the US, and they impose a lot of rules and restrictions on YouTube. In fact, they fined YouTube a considerable amount of money. So then YouTube puts the restrictions on, on YouTube creators. Yeah, people like us, really. But like for instance, those who make Lego online.
Yeah.
Those sort of sites, even though they were in some cases aimed at adults, as in just anybody actually, because adults like Lego too. My son likes Lego.
And our daughter to be Katie loves Lego too.
Yeah. So a
both do
lot of people do,
Lego.
don't they?
Yeah.
But yeah, and there's a lot of websites and a lot of YouTube channels. But now that's all been, I don't know if it's changed since, but at the time they all got categorised as children's content. So not, and because of that, you couldn't advertise on it.
Oh,
So all those sites that were earning money all of a sudden had all their funding removed.
right, okay.
So that was
That's
under
very
COPA.
difficult though, because like Jack loves Lego and he's 11, nearly 12, and he loves Lego, and he'd probably try and join a Lego site.
Well, yeah,
So-
I know. It's difficult, but also the fines you see for every single instance was around 40,000 for every complaint or every every case. That's every case.
Yeah.
40 grand. You wipe people out.
Like YouTube, you can put YouTube Kids on, can't you? And you can lock it and you can put an age
Yeah,
limit
but the
on.
advertising is restricted.
Yeah, and you can put an age limit on, because I've got like 3 to 5 on mine because I have Emily.
See, the thing is with advertising on YouTube, certain advertising, and in certain countries, they pay more for the advertising. So, like for instance, if there's a video, like an advert come up on the beginning of this video, depending on where this video is being played, will dictate on the advertising and the demographics and what have you.
Yeah.
Would decide on what adverts put in front of you, and different advertisers pay different amounts of money in different countries. And the USA actually is one of the best
And
payers.
some things, I mean, I think my daughter-in-law was telling me the other day, someone she know who she worked with, her kids haven't got YouTube Kids, they just work on YouTube, and they had
What?
YouTube. And they had Peppa Pig with axes and things, you know.
Yeah.
And that was like,
Well, actually,
what?
that's quite aggressive what you were watching the other day.
What was I watching?
Oh, not you. Where Jess was working. Sounds really aggressive.
Oh, yeah, that's what she was saying.
Violent kids programs.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you see, with YouTube, if you're not on YouTube Kids especially, if you start going down that old rabbit hole and you start watching one thing, and then it's almost like
Things
desensitizes, doesn't it? It follows. The next one might be a little. Yeah, the next video could be a little bit worse. Next one after that be a bit worse. Next, before you know it, you're into hardcore. You know? Oh, my favourites. That's how I find them all done. All my favourite sites. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Anyhow, I was only talking about safety for young people, really, which is relevant in a way.
Of course it's relevant. It's all relevant, but it's just how do you police something like that? It's not really possible.
It's really
It's not possible. The problem is you've got to police the kids. It's
Really-
not just about the service and the service
Really,
providers.
I think the parents have to go on and get the history of what their children have been doing
but
on
you-
there.
You're missing one valid point here, Carol. Most devices these days that kids are using are mobile devices.
Yeah.
You're not going to defend they can go down the road and pick up their local Wi-Fi or something stupid.
Or
Even if you aren't giving them.
When we had a
4G or
computer,
anything.
when we thought our son was looking at pictures,
It ended up being my daughter.
our older daughter, who was old
You
enough.
know who you
who was-
are if you're watching this.
Who was old enough to look at? Well,
Oh,
she wasn't really. She was
but
17. I
I
think
didn't
she was
really want that in
17.
my history.
She was 17, I think. We thought that was Stefan, who
God,
was
that's-
13 at the time, and it weren't as our 17-year-old daughter.
Okay, that was yonks ago, that was.
But then that's when there was just one computer in the house and you could check what was going on in it.
Yeah. They were the days we didn't have all these mobile devices.
No.
Actually, didn't I was one of the first early people to have a mobile, like a smartphone, wasn't I? I had an XDA2. That's a good little thing, that was. All integrated,
I
That's a
remember,
complete little ecosystem.
I remember your first computer. It was just before we got married, so that was 93.
Oh my God.
You got your first proper computer. You
That-
had a
well,
computer before.
that was old.
That was the first PC.
Oh, the first PC we had was an Amstrad 1512.
Oh no, after
An
that.
Allen Sugar Job.
You got one after that. Did you? Was it an Amstrad we had first?
The first one we had twin 5 1/4 inch floppy drives.
That's it. Yeah. Oh
A bit
my
like this
God.
presenter, he's got a bit of a floppy drive now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
my
you've
goodness.
always been quite up there with the technic things.
Oh,
because you like that. Sort
Nothing was
of
that technical back then, was it? It was
thing.
all very
Wasn't
basic
really.
stuff.
Waiting to
Oh, load
phone
stuff
in
up.
to go on
Yeah, dial up.
dial up.
Yeah, was it Past and Chase, the company we used to use? That was in Keswick Hall. They were based, and they had Sun Systems or something. Oh, crikey! Anyway, that's how we've got our internet at the time.
Oh, that's not. Anyhow, we've got
That was slow.
diverting from.
That was slow. Then it was ISDN lines. Oh,
We're
blimey.
diverting from our
Diverting or digressing?
digressing, diverting.
You always say diverting.
Oh, I don't know. We're
You go on a
digressing.
tangent to divert.
That's because I need
I
that.
don't
The lessons what Keir Starmer says.
Oh, we've got hazelnuts. What? Honesty lessons. I think I need
They aren't
them.
ready yet.
Oh, they're not ready. We've got hazelnuts on our trees.
Yeah, but I can't pick them.
No, you can't because you have a nut allergy. No wonder our sex life is so bad.
Oh, and Desi said he's got a walnut tree in his and he's not going to pick them, so you can go around there and pick them as well.
Okay. I'm not bothered with walnuts.
No?
No, because it'll just end up infecting you or something, so you'll
That's
blow
why
up.
he doesn't want to touch them.
She'll blow up, you see.
Because Jess is, my daughter-in-law's allergic too.
Oh, got more. Oh, I've got little baby acorns coming as well. Little baby, you can eat them though. Although you can make them into like an acorny kind of coffee. Ugh.
Coffee?
Yeah, you can.
Ow!
Acorn
You
coffee.
bugger.
Someone nip you?
Yeah,
Well,
and my
Sebastian.
sore finger.
Did he nip you
The
again?
one he bit me for the other day.
Yeah, this one there. That one. Bit that one.
Did.
Not deliberately. That was an accident. You got a bit excitable. Got a hole in the finger. See that? Feel sorry for her.
Yeah.
How did I fix it?
My finger got in the way. No, he's no bit it.
How did I fix it?
Super glue.
Not medical soup. Any old super glue will do.
I don't know if
Any
there's
old
medical
glue?
super glue.
Huh?
Yes, I was going to cut the grass, but I don't know whether.
It's been so stormy. So anyway, if you are going to buy pictures, the moral of the story is, if you are going to convince individuals on the other end of the web line or an intranet or something like that to send you pictures, and you could pay them 35 grand to do so, or somebody else who you don't necessarily know, you tried to meet up with but they failed, what have you. It's a good idea never ever to allow your name to be, well, found out. You should have an alias.
Yeah, why did he give his proper name? That's really stupid.
I'm not advocating doing it though, because obviously it's disgusting.
That's really stupid,
Crikey.
isn't it?
So, I think looking at it, allegedly, that's quite likely that this geese is guilty. We just need to know who it is now.
Yeah. Who is it?
Yeah.
Who done it?
Who done it? It was, what's that?
Cluedo.
Yeah, Colonel, Mr. Peacock in the library with the candlestick. Probably. And already gone the wrong way, girl. What are you doing over there, baby girl? What are you looking for now? Something's got a fancy, as it has.
Is she in?
No, she's not. She's sleeping outside tonight.
Be careful. Do small. Do small. Do small. Do small.
See, the Wally's all gentle.
Come on.
She had a wee. Have you done, girl? I think she's done now. She had another wee. You had all that opportunity to wee, and then you decided to do it over there.
Well, perhaps she
Nuts.
didn't realise that she was
See,
so
we've
near
got-
to
we've
the
got-
house.
We've got mirabelles on that tree. That one there, mirabelles. Oh, he's having little apples there. Little apples growing on that tree. Loads. It's done really well this year. I tell with it last year. And this one
Show
over
him
here,
the
it's got a bit
lovely
of scab
tree
on.
that...
These ones have got a bit of scab on these apples, darling. They're not quite as good.
You've got
But we've
figs.
and
We've got
over there,
figs
and we've got figs.
over
And
there.
we've got plums, haven't we?
You should show them the little tree we did for Matthew and his friends.
Oh, what, the ones with the
The
GoFundMe?
GoFundMe one.
Oh, there's that one there. That's a lime, that one is, over here. You can see the little trees they've been putting in. As you already probably know, we're planting trees here in France. We're planting about 1,000 trees on 2 hectares of land, and they go down into the little valley there as well. But that one there's quite nice, a lot of lime one there. Well, she digs the holes.
Bye bye.
Don't you, darling? You dig the holes,
Yeah.
and I do the easy bit. I stick them in the holes. We do have a post hole borer, you know. Oh, you're going, are you?
Yeah, but you never offered to use it.
I know, because I've got to clean the carburetor out. No problem. Yes, Wally. Thank you, boy. Right, okay. I think that's it, my darling. Come here, you.
Bye.
Bye.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Au revoir. Bonne journée. Huh? Okay. Well, it's time for us to go. We're going in, Wally, or are you going to carry on playing with that Ted? Okay. So, ta-ta, and have a lovely day.